Welcome, students of Form 4. We've arrived at Goal 12, that is connected to another topic, the topic of attitudes towards labor in the sugar industry and also the period after emancipation, because the sugar industry stayed very important. It remained very important in the Caribbean and for the European countries. And the question here is explain in depth why emancipation did not mean an easy life for the Africans in the Caribbean, in your own words, by using the word below fittingly. Social ladder, right, and wages. And actually, the word I could use here is the words, of course. Three words: social ladder, right, and wages. Social ladder is an important word and it means your place in society. Do you have a lot of respect? Do people have a lot of respect for you or not so much? Do people do not have much respect for you? Do you have low status? Often connected to your skin color and also the money you make. So social ladder, right, and wages. Let's look at the question. Let's look at the answer. Emancipation did not mean an easy life for the Africans in the Caribbean. Again, I connect the answer back to the question. And then, like in Dutch, we say the signaalwoord, the word that connects everything, because the Africans were still at the bottom of the social ladder. They didn't get a lot of respect, they didn't have high status in society, and this was the same as before emancipation because of their skin color, because of their place in society. They didn't get a lot of respect. They had few or no rights at all. Also, the planters, who were still very powerful, again, like before emancipation, did not want to pay their former slaves fair wages to be able to make a decent living. Yeah? So let's look at how the answer is built up. The Africans were still at the bottom of the social ladder. This is the same as before emancipation. The planters were still very powerful in society because of their money and their skin color and their status connected to that. They're high placed in the social ladder. Yeah. Okay. So if we look at this answer, and because of the time, I can do also another question. Explain why beet sugar began to catch up with sugarcane around the 1800s by using the words below in a proper manner. Andreas Margraf, Napoleon's Wars, profitable economy, and efficient. Yeah. And here, I think there, you see three pictures, and they are pictures of beet sugar. Yeah. Sugarcane grows above the ground from a long plant, and beet sugar is like a root that grows in the ground. Let's look at the answer. Beet sugar began to catch up with sugarcane around the 1800s, connecting with the question, after the early discovery that sugar beet had the same sugar in the beet by the chemist Margraf. Yeah. After this discovery, Napoleon's wars and problems in accessing colonies in the Caribbean led to the growing production of sugar from beet in France itself. Over more than 50 years later, the world would be producing more beet than cane sugar, actually. Let's look at the answer. Yeah. Sugar beet had the same sugar in the beet by the chemist Margraf. We see also Napoleon's wars led to problems in accessing its colonies in the Caribbean. For instance, the colony of Saint-Domingue, because of the Haitian Revolution, and Toussaint Louverture, led to the growing production of sugar from beet in France itself. And over more than 50 years later, like the middle of the 19th century, the world would be producing more beet than cane sugar. Sorry. Yeah, and again, start with coming back to the question. Yeah, it's always an easy trick, you could almost say, of beginning answering a question. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. I hope this was informative. If you have questions or I made a mistake, I'm just a man. Sometimes I make mistakes. Or if you have tips or suggestions, or you have additional information, please post them below. Yeah, I can always do better, and I'm always open to feedback and help.